position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Memphis offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Great place to start for this offense. Run it with the fullback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
To the air, it's Horvat. On the run, still looking. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no...
Oh, he's got some space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Horvath. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Sends it back in motion. Give to the big fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Calls his own number. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Slams ahead. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thompson. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Got the tight end outside. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Going for the big play. He's got it on the right. Finds a seam. He's at the touchdown midshipman. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give is to Smith. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The toss to the outside. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Now on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Reynolds. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cross. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith takes the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. He's open on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Sticks it in his belly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. They'll run play action. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And here comes the Navy offense.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game of the coaches. When they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Memphis will be forced to punt. A low line drive and short kick. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down, now here they come again. Off the play fake, throws to the tight end. Play by this defense. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the 2nd half going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete downfield. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Navy will have it with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Got his man quickly. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Lewis to throw. Finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Lewis wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Memphis wants to move quickly. The run from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Lewis to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Trying play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The toss to the right. Running into the open space. Touchdown, midshipman! And the punishment has been extended.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Now on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Kent. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The option look. Now the pitch. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Lewis to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit, and they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And here comes the Navy offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.